Hi everyone, Comic Reviewer here, and this time reviewing on Bat Detective Comics issue number 1, New 52 comic review. Now, as you know, Detective Comics, much like other DC titles, were rebooted and rebranded for the New 52 as a big clean slate. Now, this issue kind of implies that Batman in this issue has been Batman for a couple of months, which would explain why you don't see Damian or Dick Grayson in this issue, and is also meant to feature the first appearance of Dollmaker, who had appeared in Batman vs. Robin, and the cover you mainly have is Batman looking on at Joker, who's surrounded by an army of doll heads. Let's get on the story. It starts off how Batman is talking, saying, 114 murders over the past 6 years. That's 19 murders a year, and I can pin them all on him, even if the courts can't. And so Batman tries to find Joker, as well as talk about the phone call that was received, and that was about a few minutes ago. So what's interesting is Joker is mainly trying to strangle this guy, saying, "Mr. Joker, you know I wasn't expecting me, but..." And so he mainly kicks Joker down while naked, and Joker kind of seems to bite off his neck. And Joker mainly gets the knife out and says, "Why, thank you! Allow me to sign my name for you then, and over and over and over." And so Joker sees Batman's little bat camera and throws an explosive in that, saying that he'll contact his attorney, which causes a big explosion, and says, "Forget about it, Joker. You can't run. I own a night." And so Batman sees that there was another there was a survivor, a young girl, and just as he's about to reach her hand, the Gotham police show up saying, "Step away from the girl, Batman. Hands where we can see them now." And Batman pretty much says, "Gotham's bravest. They had trouble handling what the city throws at them over the years." And so Batman's surprised that no one is noticing the girl. Only 2 detectives do. And Batman mainly tries to get down, and just as a chopper tries to blast him, Batman makes a clean getaway, where Gordon says, Who those morons told those morons to open fire? The mayor said, get everyone out. I'll deal with Mayor Hardly." And so what's interesting is that in Batman's dialogue, he starts asking, like, "I'm trying to figure out what the Joker was doing naked. Or does he always remove his clothes first?" So this implies that, yeah, this is where Joker has just been a villain, and this implies Batman has just been Batman. So Batman heads into the Batcave, where he meets Alfred, and pretty much says that he got a phone call from one of his girlfriends, and says, "Charlotte, I forgot we had a date tonight. Send her something nice for me. Write her my deepest apologies." And so Batman mainly wants to try and capture Joker, and mainly says, "If I don't, Alfred, then the blood is on my hands." And so Batman talks with Commissioner Gordon about who the girl was, and turns out that the Joker victim was actually her uncle, and asks if he can ask some questions, and Gordon says, "You can forget about that. Can't say I didn't ask you first. She's already been picked up by a family member." And so Batman mainly leaves, not before Gordon gives him the location of where Joker is. And Batman finds it a bit suspicious how Joker gave away his locations, or if he just used the girl as bait to try and lure the Gotham police out. So we got Detective Harvey Bullock talking with James Gordon and having the SWAT team go in. Batman mainly uses his specs and sees that it's some kind of doll. And just as the police get in, they pretty much end up getting blown up. And Batman lands saying, "Those men, all dead. A crowd gathering, looking, all of them, except for one." And so Joker looks back and says, "Amateurs," and looking at a train. So just as a girl points out about a kind of giant bat monster, Batman mainly confronts the Joker, and Joker then releases his Joker gas, but Batman manages to get rid of it just in time, and him and Joker mainly duke it out, exchanging each other blows. And just then, Batman's managed to knock down Joker, and just as he shocks him, Joker goes back with a knife. But Batman takes down Joker and says, "You'll live, Joker. What a fun ride. Time for another." So just then, Joker mainly wakes up, but hardly, conscious. And Dr. Arkham, now, in the original continuity, he was Black Mask. Since the DC reboot, he's now back to what he was, and says, "Tell them there's not a snowflake chance. In Lucifer's toilet, he's my patient." And mainly says to Joker to get some rest. And we're introduced to Dollmaker, who talks with Joker, and talking about that he killed his son in that, and turns out they're in leagues, where Joker's face mainly gets cut off, leaving the events for the future story, the death of the family. And yeah, this is the story. So I feel the issue is not bad. I think it's a good way to kind of give what Batman is, and it's kind of implied he's still starting out. Now, I know that yeah, there are some Batman titles that still act like continuations, and it's like I said, some of these could be just what the original reboot was, the original continuity was before the reboot. So I give this issue a thumbs up. Still good, and still alright. So, Comic Reviewer here, signing out.